one of the hardest things to do is grieve someone who is still alive. Yes, you grieve them. When you leave them, when you leave that toxic relationship, you leave that toxic person, you start grieving them. It's one of the hardest things to do. And you know that they're still alive. That pain is different. You know, nobody really prepares you for this part of healing. First of all, you know that you did not lose them to death. They're still alive. Sometimes you guys even pass yourself on, but you still feel the loss. You're grieving, you know, the person you thought they were. You're grieving the future you imagined with them. You're grieving the love you hoped will grow. You're grieving everything, you know, the confusion, the chaos, like the false hope they gave you. Do you know the confusing part of it? The confusing part of it is they're still alive. You know, you see them. You know, they're living their life. Maybe probably they have even moved on. Some is even acting like nothing happened. They are acting nonchalant about the whole thing. While you are there, trying to make sense of everything, trying to wrap your head around the whole situation. That kind of grief is heavy because there's no closure ceremony. He did not give you closure. You did not get closure. No final goodbye that actually makes sense to you. Hey, oh my goodness, it hurts. You know, you just keep asking yourself, I can't keep choosing what hurts me. That's the only thing you keep telling yourself. I'm just doing a lot of reflection right now, you know. Healing when you get to that point, healing in that season, in that point means accepting something very difficult. It hurts, yeah. You may not get, you know, the apology you deserve. You may never get the understanding you hope for. But you can still give yourself what they couldn't give you. You can give yourself that closure that you have been seeking, that you were hoping that they will give you. You give yourself that peace. Make peace with the situation and move on. You know, give yourself that freedom. When you give yourself closure, peace, then your freedom comes. Right? You know, sometimes healing is not about getting them back. Healing is about letting them go completely. You make peace with the situation. Let them go. That's what healing is. You know. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, it's okay for you to grieve, but it's okay for you to move forward. Grieve and still move forward. Grieving someone who is still alive is a different kind of pain that we don't talk about, you know, often, right? You are not just letting go of a person, you're letting go of the version of them you believed in. And that hurts so much. And it takes a lot of your strength to let go. I've been in that situation before. And I'm still here. But, you know, now I've made peace with everything. I've made peace with every situation. You know, I've released them. I've processed, released. You know, the closure that they still don't want to give me, but they are, you know, still doing their manipulation. I've given myself that closure. I've made peace with everything, with everyone. Of course, in my mind. Now I've freed myself. So it's sometimes you just have to tell yourself, like, it's okay. Life happens, and then you move on with your life. Yeah. So make peace with that situation and let it go. Let them go. Love you.